Hello. That was so rousing. I couldn't hear my name. I stick my head out like that. Is it me now? Hello, nice to be here. You good? Yes. You got your drinks as well? Fuck yeah. Fucking right. The world's knackered, isn't it? That's all we got left. Let's get pissed. Yes. I had to go out recently. I had to go to a stag do. Now, I know I've got an accent. We've just met, but I've got an accent that sounds like I am perpetually on a stag do. It's one of yeah. I get it. When you hear this accent, you go, fucking wankers. I get it. When I hear big groups of lads with this accent, I move down the train, mate. I ain't sitting with that. Fuck off. Matching shirts, names on the back, tossers, right? I had to go to a stag do. Now, I got there late. These are proper men, real men. When they were born, they weren't put into nappies, they were put straight into high-vis vests, right? There's no mucking about. Yeah. Like, proper men. There was no talk of, like, career and, like, uni. There's like, no, you're digging holes in the floor. That's it. And they love it. They're proper geezers, right? And one of them's getting married. I don't know how this happened. But it's happening, right? Because he's a lovely lad, but, you know what I mean? His eyes are, like, behind each other. It's like... I don't know. So anyway, I get there late. By the time I get there, they're already that level of pissed. They're already shirts off, cocks out, pissed, right? Which I know is normal for Weatherspoons, but this is happening, right? And I walk in. I'm sober because I do this. I get in there like, all right, boys. Like, Richie. They'd become cattle, you know, that part of the night. No words anymore, just that. What the fuck? So I walk in sober, and I'm like, all right, boys. And they gave me a Jager Bomb as a first drink. Now, I don't give a fuck where you're from. That is not a first drink, is it? That's like having a kebab on a Tuesday afternoon. And have you noticed as well, you never buy a Jager Bomb, you're always giving it. And yeah. Every time. Always buy the same arsehole with a shit life. You know, that friend, that every time you're out, let's get Jaegers! You're like, mate, it's Monday, we're at the cinema. Chill out, man. You got your kids with you. We're getting them Jaegers as well! It's a nightmare, isn't it? So I'm stood there. I got this Jager Bomb. I'm like, listen, lads, thank you, but they don't really agree with me, is what I said out loud. Yeah, they looked at me like I'd said, would any of you gentlemen like to hum on my balls? They were horrified, right? So they get the hump, they're like, just fucking drink it, mate, it ain't cowpole, get it down, yeah. Vicious now. So I'm like, all right, lads, all right, chill out, mate. So I got this, so I knocked it back, like, right? And then all my clothes immediately fell off. Because there's something in Jägermeister that loosens a stitch in the garms, right? And this is not a body that you want to see nude. Mate, absolute carnage going on underneath here. I'm breathing in so I don't lose a button and you don't lose an eye, madam. I'll take your head clean off. So, I'm honestly a fat, hairy little man, and when I'm nude, right, I look like a donut dropped on a barber's floor. I'll leave that for a minute to just percolate through the room. So everyone in the room just went like, oh, good God, no. Your knees went white, madam, with the clamping. Unbelievable. I used to say to my wife all the time, I was like, but babe, why don't we have sex anymore? She just put a mirror in front of me. I'm like... Oh, yeah, I wouldn't fuck that either. Yeah. No further questions. Speaking of wives, we broke up. Oh. It's sad, isn't it? Sad, I know, it's sad, you know. We weren't getting on, you know, we get on now via WhatsApp. You know, I miss you. You ruined my life. we're having banter. But what you have to do in that situation, when you break up with somebody, because you're sad and you're depressed, what you got to start doing, make yourself feel better, you got to, like, sort of focus on the good stuff. It's sort of like, oh, we've broken up, that's sad. Positive, I've got my own room now. Yeah! I never had my own room before. I've got my own room. Yeah, my eldest son's flat. Yeah. That's winning at life, isn't it? When your son becomes your landlord. Yeah. He came through the other day. He tried to ask me for rent. Yeah! Fuck off, mate. Here's a bill for the last 25 years, knobhead. Yeah. That violin that you can't play was expensive, wasn't it, knobhead? Yeah. Apparently I'm grounded. Older now as well. I'm older, halfway through. I'm 46 years old, right? So, yeah, me and you. You're not, are you? Are you saying, yes, you are the same, or yes, I'll have some of that? I don't, listen, why not? Well, there's certain things now that I'm older that I can't do. Like, I can't, hang around. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't wait anywhere for too long. Because people ask questions. Like, if I'm just leaning against something, people are like, what's this fucking game? If I go to the park, I have to walk through with speed and purpose. I can't just, mosey through, take me time. I have to go through, I know where I'm going. I'm not even looking at the swings, man. Chill out. Because down the ages, it's always been fat, white, middle-aged men hanging around up to no good. Innit? Yeah. When I was a kid, they were everywhere. Yeah. And they weren't called paedophiles back then. They were called funny little men. There's nothing funny about what they do. They give me a cheeky little name. Oh, he's a funny little man. No. Because you go out and Mum will go, where are you going? You go, I'm going to go out to the park. She'll go, well, don't go down to number 27, will you? Don't go down that end. You go, why is that, Mum? She'll go, oh, he's a funny little man. So, of course, we'd all go, wouldn't we? We go and knock on his door and we get him to chase us. Yeah, exactly. Now, you wouldn't have done that if you'd known what would happen had he caught you. He wouldn't have gone near that house, mate. And always, your mate, you get him to knock on the door. When your mate's knocking on the door, you lock the gate. Wanker! He's like, no! But that was the only time. I mean, that generation of parents, they did the bare minimum to keep us alive, right? Yeah, because you've had younger people in the room, right? You've had parents now that have nurtured you and talked about your dreams, and you think, oh, you have so much to give and so much to do. When I was a kid, it was a series of go away. Go away, get out, fuck off. Wasn't it? Bed, fuck you, out. Summer holidays will roll around, out. And they didn't even care if you'd been fed. They just sent you off. This is why shoplifting in Woolworths, the pick and mix, was so rife. Because we were just trying to survive. We're like the original Bear Grylls. We're walking around going, I've got a wet album and half a bag of minstrels. I'll be all right till tea. Didn't give a shit, did they? And the other thing as well, we weren't poor, but we didn't have things to play with. We had to sort of find our own entertainment. So my brother and I were in the bathroom. We found this white plastic pot, this circular pot, and in it was a round circle of rubber. It looked like a little hat. Yeah. You know. We didn't know what it was. No one said. It just like this fascinating little rubber hat. So I used to try and pull it over my brother's head. And then put it on my mouth, trying to blow it out right? And then put it back in the pot and put it away. Didn't find out till years later when we were doing sex education at school. Now, this was a good day at school, wasn't it? When you'd walk in and the TV was in the classroom. Watching telly! And if you're really good in the lesson, as a reward, you're allowed to take the telly back to the library. Can you imagine telling the kids that these days? Hey kids, if you're really good, you get to take the telly back. Take your own fucking telly back, mate. You brought it up here, dickhead. Ain't no waste man ting. So anyway, right? So, do you remember this as well? Now, this is back in the day when sexism were at an all-time high. Yeah, and if it was a lady teacher and the TV wouldn't work properly, right? They'd always she had to go and get a man to fix the TV, yeah? Because if it was a lady, she would just put lipsticks in it and then it would be pregnant. This is the bullshit we were fed. These are our fucking role models, right? Rubbish. So, they fix the TV, we're doing sex education. And I'm at the back, not really watching, messing around with my mates, because it's sex. We're like, oh, bums, vaginas, willies. And then it came on the TV. He goes, oh, this week we're going to talk about female contraception. This round circle of rubber is the diaphragm. I went, that was in my mouth! I got sent out. Get out, Wilson. That was in my mouth, sir! I got to the headmaster's office. My brother was already there. That was on my head! So I think we put a hole in it and my sister climbed through. Now she's alive. Fuck you, Dad. Oh, man. I still remember the first time I realised that Mum and Dad had sex. Remember that day? Oh, God. Yeah. I went to go into the front room. It was in pitch blackness, right? And then my dad's voice just came out from the darkness. Out! And then Mum came out a little while after, scurrying out. Oh, I didn't know you were going to be back so soon. Dirty. Well, I'm older now. I've got 2 sons as well. They're older now. They're 20 and 26. They're good lads. Good lads. The 20-year-old, we're clashing a little bit. He's at that age, you know what I mean, where he just thinks he knows everything. And like, I'll say to him, would you like a cup of tea? And he's like, are you still alive, you fat prick? He doesn't say it, but I can see it in his eyes, man. So the other day, right, so what I do, I keep an eye on him, right, but I keep out of his way. The other day, him and his gangster friends, they're in the lounge. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You get me, bruv, you know what I mean? Yeah. When they come up, that ends that way, you know what I'm saying? I understand. So they're in the lounge, right, and they're playing their music, and I'm in the kitchen, because that's something else I do now I'm older. I don't hang around, I potter. So I'm in the lounge, pottering. I'm in the kitchen, pottering. The lads playing their music, but they played a banging tune. Now, my generation knows a banging tune when we hear one. Oh, yeah. And I went running in, proper knobby dad mode. You know, knobby dad who still thinks he's cool, but ain't cool. Like him, I went running in, oh, Stormzy. I still got it, lads, I still know. So they just switched it off. And I went, why did you switch it off? They went, because if you like it, it's shit. I'm like, hold on. I used to be cool. I used to be a raver. Late 80s, early 90s, man, I was out there dancing in fields, taking pills, reaching for the lasers. Yeah. Big box, little box. I was out there, mate. As I'm giving this big speech about how cool I used to be, this little voice in my own head just went, you bloody liar. You went to one rave. And you barely made it to that because you took your pills before you left. Now, those of you who dabbled in drugs will know that that is an error. She'd be like, how far away is this rave? About an hour. Right. How long do these take to work then? About 10 minutes. Yeah, I never made it to a single rave. But I have danced in many supermarket car parks. 'Cause that's as far as you'd get. Edge of town, you're driving along in your mate's car, you double drop, because one of your mates goes, oh, you might want to do 2 of these, you're not that strong. Turns out they're made by the devil himself. You go from 0 to chewing your own eyebrows off. All of a sudden, like, here, Gary, you better stop this car, mate. I need a shit and a dance. Yeah, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been absolutely lovely. I've been Rich Wilson. I'll see you again. Cheers.